guys, what's up? It's me, Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. And before we get started with today's video, remember to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. And without further ado, let's get on with the video. So today's video is going to be a reading vlog, but not just any reading vlog. No. This reading vlog is a very special one. It is my first collab video. I am doing this collab with Brooklyn from Brooklyn Reads here on YouTube. Definitely go check her out. I will try and remember to link her down below in the description. And she has chosen 2 books off of my TBR for me to read. I have chosen 2 off of her TBR for her to read. So definitely go check out her video. And so I'm going to be showing you the books that she chose. She chose Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. I have read some Colleen Hoover in the past, and her writing was good. So I hear this one is one of her saddest books. So I'm very nervous but intrigued. And the other book she chose was Divergent by Veronica Roth, book 1 in the Divergent series. And this is a YA dystopian sci-fi novel. And this one has been on my TBR for a long time. I've been meaning to get to it for ages. So I'm so glad she picked it because now I have no excuse. I need to read this. So those are the books that I am going to be reading in this vlog, and I'm going to be starting with Divergent, so let's get reading. So last night I started reading Divergent, and I made it to page 61, which is chapter 7. I'm actually really enjoying this. So far what's happened is she has gone and done the test where it like tells you what faction you'd be good in. And I'm not exactly understanding the point of the test because then you go to the choosing ceremony where you choose the faction you want to be. And so I don't understand what the point of the test is. I'm like, is it maybe for people who are undecided what faction they want to join? And like, it'll help them decide? I don't know. But she found out she is a divergent, which is not a good thing. And so the woman doing the test said not to tell anyone. And she has decided to betray her family and become a Dauntless, even though her family is something else that I can never remember what it is or how to pronounce it. But it's like betraying your family because, I don't know, I don't think it's betraying, it's just being who you are because each faction is like known for like a different quality and like whichever quality you have, most you want to be in that faction. But basically, if you like leave your faction, your parents are like mad at you and they don't want to see you, which, I don't know, I mean, they're just being themselves. I don't know, so far she has become a Dauntless. She is just, she got on the bus and then she jumped off the bus and then she jumped off the roof of a building and now she's just, been the first one to jump. And her name was Beatrice, but now her name is Triss, which, I mean, I don't like that name at all, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Beatrice either, so, but she got to pick anything because she just didn't want to be Beatrice anymore. So I would have picked something else, but that's just my opinion and has absolutely nothing to do with the story. But, so yeah, and her mom has been very supportive of her. Like, her mom knew she was going to choose a different faction. And her mom's like, you know, you have to do what you have to do. So my thoughts, again, no clue. No idea what happens in the series at all. But my guess is her mom was a divergent as well. So, like, she understands the feeling. I don't know. That's my guess. I'm going to continue reading. So I read more of Divergent. And I have gotten to page 227, which is chapter 18. And I'm liking it. It's not great. It's very, it's good. I'm thinking like 3.5, maybe 4 stars at the moment. My thoughts. So, the main character, Triss, I find her very annoying. And she does a lot of bad things with her few moments of decency. And I know we're supposed to like her, but I don't like her all that much. But the book itself is actually good. Like, the stuff that's going on around her and we just found out some stuff that I don't want to say because it might be a spoiler. And I'm interested I'm looking forward to continuing. I am interested to see where this goes, and there is some questions I have that I would like to get answered. So that is where I'm at right now, and I'm gonna go continue reading. So I read more of Divergent, and I'm actually really liking it now. I'm thinking at least a 4-star, maybe even a 4.5. We'll have to see. Continue reading. I am currently on page 408. There's only 400 something pages in this, so I'm very close to finishing. Hopefully I finish this today. But I know I said in my last clip, I wasn't really liking Tress all that much, the main character, but she's growing on me. I like her more now. I'm still not like obsessed with her. She's not my favorite by any means, but I like her. She's getting better. And I love 4. He is amazing. And he is just so tough on the outside, but has a sweet, soft side on the inside. He is just perfect. So, yeah, definitely liking this a lot more now. I don't really want to say too much because, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm trying to keep this spoiler free. But I am actually really liking this a lot more than in the beginning. So I do think if you pick this one up and you're finding the beginning not to be your favorite, definitely continue reading because it does get better. And so I'm going to go read some more and hopefully finish this today. I finished Divergent. I gave it 4.5 stars. I really enjoyed this book. The last half of this book was amazing. The only reason it was not 5 stars is because, well, the first half exists. Well, maybe not the first half, but the first part of the book was not it for me. It was pretty boring, and even though I liked it, it just wasn't 5 stars. So that is why this one is getting 4.5 stars. But I adored this book. I can't wait to continue on with this series. I own the next 2 books in the trilogy. There is another book that I'm not sure if it's like a prequel or something, but I own the books in the original trilogy, Words, and I am so excited to get to them because this one was just so good. So I finished that, and a lot of things were revealed. I don't want to spoil anything, but there were a lot of deaths, and yeah, so I was right about some things that I thought were gonna happen and like predictions and stuff. But yeah, let's just move on from that one because I don't want to get too spoilery. And I'm going to be starting Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. This one is apparently a really sad read. Apparently it makes a lot of people cry. I'm not a huge crier in books, I know. So I don't think this one's going to do that to me, but I've heard it's emotional. I think it is about a mother and her child, a mother and her daughter. Yeah. And so that is really all I know about this. I'm pretty sure it's women's fiction, which is not my regular genre that I usually enjoy, but I'm going to give this one a try, and hopefully I do enjoy it. So I started reading Reminders of Him a couple days ago, and I don't love this book at all. Brooklyn, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But I am most of the way through. I'm over halfway. I'm on page 215, and I started off thinking this book was like a 2-star, maybe 2.5, but that was pushing it. It's definitely gotten a little bit better, so I'm thinking maybe around a 3-star right now, but it's still not great. I am quite bored, and unfortunately, I am not loving this book as much as everyone else did. I've seen so many rave reviews, but for me, this one just isn't hitting as much as I had hoped, and so, yeah, that's really unfortunate. It is a really sad book, though, so keep that in mind. If you are looking for a sad read, maybe this one will be the one for you. Again, I do find it sad. I have not cried, but I don't cry in books, really. So, don't go by me. You might cry. But this one's just, very meh for me. And I will finish it. I'm nearing the end. And I will update you guys probably when I finish this. So, let's go continue reading. I just realized I haven't told you guys what this book is about at all. So basically this book follows Kenna. She is a woman who was in prison because she committed a crime. So she was sentenced to 5 years in prison. She just got out and she is wanting to meet her 4-year-old daughter. And so the deceased father's parents are raising this child along with the deceased father's brother, and they're like the family. And so the brother, who is the main male character, meets her first, and he like obviously he's attracted to her, and he like really wants to get with her. And then he finds out she is the mother of the kid of his niece. He has been caring for her and being like a father figure to her. So then, you know, that's kind of hard for him, but he doesn't stop seeing her. He continues to like talk to her and like tell her bits about the kid and what the daughter is like. And of course the woman Kenna wants to meet her daughter, and she's like, you know, trying to convince him to let her see the daughter, and he's like, no. And actually the grandparents just filed a restraining order against her because she did, there was a scene where she saw them and she was running towards them, and so it really freaked the grandmother out. So she decided to file a restraining order against Kenna. And so that is what is happening in the book so far. And we're supposed to really like care for Kenna, I think. I do feel a little bit bad. Like, you do sympathize with her, at least I do, when you see her, how much she does love her daughter, and like she really wants to meet her, and she does care about her and care about her like happiness and stuff. But when you find out what she did, you're like, that's pretty horrible. So that's a bit hard. And Ledger, the main guy, he's just kind of meh for me. He is great with the daughter, with Diem. He is amazing. But other than that, he is such a flat character. So that is what this book is about. And I'm going to go continue reading for real this time. So I finished Reminders of Him, and I gave it 3 stars. It was okay. It was nothing amazing. Don't worry, it does have an HEA though, happily ever after. So if that is something you were worried about, don't worry about that. Would I recommend this book? That is a tough one, because for me personally, obviously I didn't love it. It was very middle of the road, but I would probably recommend it if it sounds like something you're interested in, because I can see why people like it. And I feel like if you get it for a decent price, like if it's for free or something, or if you find it thrifting, or if it's at an affordable price, I say go for it if you're interested. I would not recommend paying full price for this one, but that is just my opinion. But I do think it is worth the read if you have access to it. And so, yeah. Thank you so much, Brooklyn, for doing this collab video with me. I will hopefully remember to link Brooklyn's channel down below in the description, so you can go check her out and check out her video where I chose her reads. And hopefully I remember to link her down below. So, but again, thank you for doing this collab with me. You got me to read some books that I probably wouldn't have gotten to for a long time. Like Divergent, I was putting off for so long, and I knew I was going to like it, so I don't know why I kept putting it off. But thank you for forcing me to read it, and I ended up loving it, and now I can't wait to continue the series. And with the Reminders of Him, that was just going to sit on my shelf till the day I die, just sitting there. And so I'm glad I got around to it. So now I can say I've read it, and I can unhaul it, and I can clear up some space and make sure that it's not just sitting there taunting me. So thank you for doing this. Both books I read were, I think, bluish covers. So if you made it this far, leave me a blue emoji if you feel like it. Otherwise, maybe let me know if you are a creator of some kind, content creator that does bookish stuff. If you want to do a collab like this video where I choose books off your TBR list and you choose books off my TBR list and do a reading vlog collab, if you are interested in that, please let me know in the comments down below, and we can message on Instagram. And yeah, so thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.